Sitaram, everybody. And as we get set to listen to tonight's discourse, before we go, I just go into the yagya. I want to invite each and every person for Bhagwat 2025 at the Sri Krishna Seva Ashram. You are all invited. Whether you would like to help us cook, get involved in making mala, bring your children so that we can teach them, or maybe you would like to sit for prayer. Once you follow the rules of fasting and preparing yourself that we all know and we've come to practice when we have prayer, the door is open for you to come and take part. Please give me a call. You have my number on the screen. When the yagya starts, use it. Call me for more information. The dates on the invitation, again, from the 3rd to the 10th of August. I am cordially inviting you and your family. Come sit in the audience. Come sit for prayer. Do what you would like. Get involved in some way. And it begins with a phone call. It begins with reaching out, calling me, texting me, and we'll do it together. See you soon. I hope you enjoy your satsang. Have fun, everybody. Sitaram. Pati Mahadeva ki jai. Sitaram, everybody. As we settling down this side here, tonight we get to join together. And believe it or not, we don't have time to waste. We don't have a moment to spare. I want to stay within my time. Uncle Paul is watching me very hard. But when we get the opportunity to sit together, we cannot waste the moments. I stand on the shoulder of every pundit that sat on this singhasan with respect tonight. Tonight, Guru Purnima. Guru Purnima. But in this Guru word, it have a lot of confusion. Let me be frank. We are West Indian people. We could say Bacchanal, Janjat, trouble. You hear a lot. That man, correct me if I'm wrong, I go bow by that man. How? That man flawed. That man is not perfect. And tonight, discourse deals with that. So let me identify some of the misconceptions we have, just for children. Elders, all respect to you. I know you know the answers to this. What Guru mean? My godfather, the man who put the mantra in my ears, Diksha. Just to clarify, to make sure we are all saying the same thing, Guru comes from Sanskrit. Gu means darkness. Let me just take off all the lights inside here, for example. Not one dear light, it's dark. With my poor eyesight, without these glasses, I can't see beyond that camera. Ru is referencing the person who comes with a diya in the hand and says, come, follow me. Follow, come. Look the door this way. The exit is this way. Guru. In order to overcome the darkness in your life, you need somebody to show you the way. Simple. So the Guru now comes the teacher. One form of Guru is Diksha Guru. A form of Guru is the guy who says your Guru mantra based on your Ish Devta. Ish Devta is your guardian angel that comes with the day you were born. So if we go into the Jyotish, if we go into the 100 years Patra, and it says he was born on a Thursday and Vrishik Rasi is running, maybe his Ish Devta is Lord Shiva. So Guru Mantra Day now, when Diksha is defined as the energy. When you see the Murti doing it, this fancy gesture, Hindus believe in mudra. Now you have to work with me. It's only 2 nights jug we have together. I accustomed reading 9 nights, 7 nights. So when I sit down to teach, I teach in. The hand gestures indicate something. Follow me. Last night, first time I get to eat in your puri leaf. Thank you. It was a wonderful experience. I love it. Keep your culture alive. Plastic plate is a helpful thing, but that leaf is biodegradable and it is very functional. It felt so natural. I wish it could grow more in Trinidad. Somebody came, COVID passed we. Children here, man. All the Hindu people so bakade. Please adjust that. I see all of this eat with your hand. It have spoon. Okay, long time, that was with tradition, Pandit. But you had Hawan spoon. In the method, when the 5 pundits are sitting around a yagya bedi, follow me. There's one guy sitting, the purohit, there's a name for him. The one who sits by the fire, 2 is supposed to sit on this side, and 1 sits as a senior pundit at a distance. So those 5 guys have certain jobs to do. And in one of the jobs, the one who sits by the Hawan, I am reading now, he is supposed to continuously offer into that fire. And in the job, there's a ladle or a Hawan spoon that is assigned to him to do his job. So if it have a spoon there, how come it don't have a spoon for my mouth? Please remember what this stupid pundit teaching you. Don't get tired with me. Learn the lesson. Because people like to criticize. What are you eating with your hand for? Watch when you end, when I think already said digging dirt. Correct me if I'm wrong there. We say mati korna in Trinidad. Mati is mud, korna means to tote. So you're toting. The people want to get married, pundit. Upanayan sanskar, the child going to put on janev. Mother Earth, please come and witness the wedding, witness the puja. So with respect, the ladies then went and bring the dirt. And when it is time for all this to happen, and the person is going to do, I don't know how they do it here, so forgive my ignorance, correct me if I'm wrong. I see when they put in the saffron, and all this rub saffron, and the little girl representing the Devi, so we know why the girl is the person. Chume, right? Chume mean this thing with the hand. But what did this do that for, pundit? Every young boy and young girl want to marry here, love Sohani Rat, good. But to make the old people happy, we're doing chumain. Until you understand what chumain is. Chumain is when they do the hand gesture. What's your Lord Shiva? You love him. Shravan going to start tomorrow. I want to follow in his worship. Good. Learn about your Shiva. Don't sit down and watch that Murti. And I wonder where he hand is there so on. Different thing. I don't know what it is about. We'll learn a couple tonight. Chumain is when you do it in my language. I will say Maggie. Little children thing. This is where you're calling Lakshmi Mata here. So the person who eating like me and you from the leaf, we are saying Lakshmi Mata, bless every mouthful that I place to my mouth. Better than if I eat with the spoon. The spoon have no value. So it is as if I am blessing each mouthful. So when the older heads say, that is the better way, son. That is the better way, girl. Book it is true, because you are inviting the goddess to sit in every morsel you ingest. 1. 2. When you're collecting your charan amrit after bathing the shaligram and the foot, charan mean from the ankle to your toe. Where we just drink the milk for, pundit? When you bathe Lord Vishnu and you get it back, when they now mix it, panch amrit. Panch amrit mean 5 liquid. All you know how to make it. Charan Amrit is something else. Different people here just hear broken language, Chana Amrit and all kind of craziness. The word is really Charan, meaning the foot from the ankle to the toe of Lord Vishnu. We wash it, we catch it back, and now we're sharing it for everybody. Everybody going to get blessing. But if you ever see, I use it myself, if you ever see me bend the index finger, take the thumb, squeeze the nail, and you receive it like the cup in your hand. Why? When it haven't entered here on the internet, they're teaching you now when you squeeze different points, the nerves in your body activating, that is part of your Ayurveda. The healing power of your body. Using the herbs, when we boil the mango leaf, watch Pandit have it there under the coconut, now your sugar going down. We learn that when you chew the dub grass, the acid reflux in your stomach gone. So I'm offering it to my God. Think what's in? How I give is so I get karma. So I'm saying, dear God, I'm giving you healthy, bless me with healthy. When people have fever, they just boil pan leaf and they just drink it, fever gone. So everything we have, our entire Ved, is using the herbs to help. And when I share it with you, oh, how I give, even my guest. Last night Pandit said it, my guest is my God. So I want to share blessedness and blessed things with you. When you get the help, when you get happy, our Yajman, Uncle Paul and family, they're happy too. They're getting the blessing. The prayers they have, the troubles they have. Dear God, I am doing this seva, I am sharing food, I am sharing water, I am sharing this, that, and the other. Please, I'm praying for. Because everybody have that. The problem with Kali Yuga, tonight in our discourse, here's a guru teaching somebody, long story short. He says in Kali Yuga, people tend to have bhakti. You will hear this in Bhagavad. But in Bhagavad, they describe it different. Let me check yourself tonight. Do you know how many things we do? And partner, from elbow to your knee, me know why I'm doing it? Don't study me. Don't say Pandit come and that girl singing and that drum. Don't get distracted. Let me look at you. This is a classroom for you. If somebody asks you now, I see when they offer in Tarpon, I see they just put sesame seed in it. Why? I see a big fuss about lotus flowers when they're doing certain prayers. It's sweet. It have an inherent sweet scent. Why? Why is it important? For anybody who prepares their puri for Durga Mata, why make sure the clove have the flowers on top of it? Why make sure the coconut, when you shake it, it have water, it have life in it? Or let me ask you in a different way. You're the Hindu. If I get a coconut that, it all how? Imagine somebody cut the coconut too. Could I offer that for Durga? Could I come in your prayers and offer it? Maybe if I know the value of offering a living coconut, then I could answer that question. People do prayers. Kali Yuga is marked as people. We call ourselves Bhakt. Bhakt means I'm a devotee. I follow. Check yourself. I follow, yes. Why you offer the red flowers? My mother said to do it. The Pandit said to do it. And I listen very good. When he talk, I just listen. Everything Pandit Ravi tell me to do. Auntie who is doing the Pandit assistant part, let me say Pujari, Pujarin, Swamini, Swami, whatever the title. Auntie tell me she know. She know what she doing. When she talk, listen. If you don't listen, you'll get in trouble. That is the problem you're going to face in Kali Yuga. I have, Baba, I know it has God. I know I believe. But sometime, if we call that belief devotion, let me go back now. Remember, you're not getting tied up with me or these people or the fancy clothes you have on. In the marriage, it is hard trouble. Children just get sick. Bullies happen in school. People is getting knocked down. Accidents happen on the roadway. I didn't expect to die today. That wasn't in my plan. I so busy. I answering phone, going. Who have time? Do you have time to die today? Is tonight the night the life could leave your body and will be very convenient. The deed, the insurance, everything. Children, I get to tell everybody I love them. These, it good. You seen brother and sister sit down. We make peace. We good. I could die now. If God, many texts tell you, the soul makes a deal. If you give me one more day, let me go back. Let me get a chance. If you give me a chance, I'll do it. I'll get to finish everything. Sometimes when tests come, the same person who believe, they start to wonder, I wonder if that Hanuman Chalisa could really fight cancer, boy. This man is leaving this home. I wonder if that Lakshmi sitting there beautiful could bring him back. They be frank. Who you fooling? Kali Yuga? Kali Yuga is people like to fool people. Really good. Our marriage is perfect. My children. I have the best children. I have the best health. Follow me. At one point, I say in the bad word, every elder forgive me here talking for children to understand me. Sit down. At some point, you have to stop fooling yourself and you have to stop pulling wool over your own eye. This life, in different texts, KakaBhusundi, we're going to hear about it tonight, says, this life you are a bhakt. The bhakt is like a soldier in a war. This is what is in Ramayana, Uttarakhand, Tulsidas. He says, imagine you have to face, you are alone against an army of bad situations, bad people. Attack is going to come at you in different forms. But when you have bhakti, that's good. You have it in your heart to get up, valor, go and fight. But you have one weapon in your hand. So the person you're going to talk to tonight says, well, where's your weapon? He says the only thing that will give you the strength to fight the enemies, the testing moments, is the Gyan, the knowledge. If you do not have knowledge, you will become so foolish. You will tell yourself, I'm in the right place, I'm doing the right thing, and you will never see the mistake you are making. You will fool yourself. You can imagine that? Hard to see? All right. In the opening part of Balkan, which traditionally for my Ramayana people, you have to start in Balkan, in the Doha. He says, be warned, Tulsidas is saying his prayer, be warned, there are devotee imposters, to use English. Spiritual imposters is the word he used. So he says, don't become one of those. Tonight, I want you to, don't tell me, you know yourself. Spiritual imposter, Kalnemi, Rahu, Rawan. I did. When you hear people still saying all them different stotra for Shiv Baba, most of them came from Rawan's mouth. When you hear that Tandav stotra and the drumming, you know, nowadays we have all kind of music and everything. It's Rawan who went and said it. The curse guy, the bad guy. But in the eyes of everybody, he is Shiv Bhakt. But oh, he took the blessing of God and he did wrong. And it led him down a different path. Don't be that. Tonight, we have to do Auntie Sima, I follow you on TikTok. I love to hear you sing. Everybody, please. People have different gifts. You have a gift, lady, and you're blessed with a wonderful team. It is my pleasure to be in your company. Sing for me, for everybody here. Just 2 verses because time against me. Ramayana Sumira. Tulsidas says before we journey into the text, I have to call on Ganesh. That Jahi Sumira Siddhivo is a praise to Ganesh. But it is asking that if the person listening understand the value I teaching, lay auntie sing. Sing with she, nothing wrong. If my karma makes me a fool, some people will sit here and swallow and digest Ramayana. And some people will say, see that pundit? You know, these stupid Trinidad people is coming. Don't study the pundit. Take the lesson. You come to pray. Take the little good. Nothing I say is perfect. Take the good in it and walk away with that. Put your hand together. When Sumiran going, whether I am the pundit or not, it's a prayer. And you are fighting yourself. If God give you a cramp now, you cannot focus. Simple example. So ask the bladder, the legs, the back. No, don't laugh. Until we in a pampas, you wouldn't understand the power of that bladder. Don't laugh. No. It have sick people. That's real. Dear God, allow me to focus just a little bit. I over stupid. I over high-tempered. I had too much of pride. The singer feel them is the best. The drummer feel them is the best. The pundit feel them is the best too. Oh God, it have best. But we living in a bad world. It's funny. I don't want to get catch with that. Put your hand together. Close your eye. We nearly done it. Watch me now. For now, you will see how fast this thing will finish. Let me join with Auntie.
जही सुमिरत सिद्धि होई रमा जही सुमिरत सिद्धि होई रमा कननायक करिवर भगना करिवर भगना करहु मनोरह सोई रमा Show
Bolo Mahapati Mahadeva ki jai. May the merciful Lord, the second verse of what she just said, give grace to the dumb, the person who can't speak, bless them to speak. For the person who cannot walk, bless them to climb the step, the hill to reach. And let the sins that each person have, the burden, the mountain of all the crazy things I and you have done, the impurities of this Kali Yuga, dear compassionate Lord, lessen that burden, burn it away, move it away. If you have Ramayana tomorrow, listen to what your stupid pundit telling you. Understand the value of that Sumiran. In order to gain, I came to praise, and you come for blessing, and you come to see change in your life. Know the purpose for where you come for. If you check yourself and inside your mind, I came to see how the chana, how the pumpkin, how the roti feel or taste. Buck up. You could do better. This is why you're taking yourself from primary school and you want to go secondary school. Because when your troubles are coming, troubles don't stay primary level. They start to advance. They start to hit you. And when you don't want to learn the lessons of life, that same God have ways to teach you. Principal Mahapati Mahadeva ki jai. Let me just go over one or two salient points that we need to catch before we go forward. Hinduism does not believe in the devil. We all said, I just said, oh God, traffic. The devil is a busy man. I cannot reach for that puja on time. The pundit have to be late. The devil busy. The thing is, that way of thinking is not in Sanatan Dharma. We believe the mother, the energy, the nirgun form, meaning you can't see hand, you can't see hair, you can't see features. She is in charge of everything. Good days, bad days. When you have the baby born and the ladies go to pray, new baby come and they have their procedure to purify, they are calling on the goddess Shashti Mata. You who make the milk run from the girl body. You who give her that Gyan, that sense. Ma, please be happy. If you are happy, things will flourish and go good. If you are not happy, things will go negative. So the Hindu understands that. That's just one example. The Hindu understands that, and we put her in our marriage, we put her in our children. Dear God, so this child heard hard. Help that ears to work. And they put tick on your ears. Dear mother, you who sit here, help it to work. Help it to work tonight that they could get something that will help them. Principal Shri Adi Shakti Mata ki jai. Know what you come to do. I came to get good. Pandit, in this life we've seen too much of trouble. I doubt God is real. I doubt God is work. When a person has done bad, bad will come to them. Balkan Ramayana, you will hear that Kaushalya looks at Sri Ram, baby now, like every mother. Oh, look how nice. You miss it sometimes, the katha. We hear the mother looks at the child and see positive marks. What mark they're talking about? And we have to make sure we understand this, because in Christianity we hear God made man in his image. So then that means you are perfect. But then when you look at person to person sitting here, you will see somebody's bald head, somebody has a speech impediment. Where was God if that is the case? And this is where you understand Hinduism a little more. Where was God when the child is born blind? Where was God when the person is born mute or deaf or in some way differently abled? When I got diabetes, Pandit, when I got cancer, go further. When I have psychological problems, when I am schizophrenic, when I am epileptic, where did that come from? Why is God giving me these things? And God make me? Garud Puran, Pret Khan says, depending on your action, reaction. So for example, the Hindu explanation for epilepsy. When a person starts to think, for example, I know more than my father, I know more than my mother, I know more than my guru. You stupid man. Shut your mouth. Will you know? It's my body, it's my life. Every one of we say that. In your next life, be born in a body. And when the brain is working, electrical energy is tingling, short circuit, and start to bite your own tongue. Not to make light of anybody that has this. I am not referring to anybody, whether you're here in the temple or you're watching me on the live. But think what I'm saying, and God make you. When the ladies are looking, you have to understand Hinduism. The hairs on your body, watch your own hand. Your body telling you something and you don't know. God made this paw in your hand when you have 3 strands of hair in one paw. High temper. You know what I'm saying? And when you watch the baby and the big toe and the second toe long, and they say, your wife will rule him. In the same way, if you look at a lady, no disrespect here, listen all you learn. If the mole, there's a whole section of why God has put moles on your body. If the mole is on the girl's bosom, when you have to marry that child, you have to be careful. You have to make sure they don't court too long. Then you're going to have pregnancy before the wedding. You're going to have it telling you a story. Then you're going to understand. And you know, I have it here. Pray, don't look. That's my wife. The little ding here, and they just call it widow's peak. This part here, when you hear come forward a little bit, it means look out. When that guy is married in, make sure the mother looks away so that the curse of the wife, or the, in my case, wife, husband dying prematurely, you're not going to end up with that. So the body tells you a story, but I didn't know. Think what I say in the Gyan, remember the sword in your hand is the Gyan. I believe in God, but me, I know myself, boy. Sadhu, me, I know God was telling me. When you ever see some people blinking plenty, I can't fake itself. You know, some people is rapid blink like that. Where does Durga sit? When you see she foot hang off the murti, the foot that you're seeing, she sits here and she's guiding you. Blink now. Blink again. Blink. If I go down that road, I'll go into a different discourse. He tells me don't go too deep. In order to learn tonight, understand how much we don't know. Not damning anybody. I'm not beating nobody. But you look at yourself and see where we could buck up a little bit. Then when you get a little buck up, because that's the focus, then in your life, your Ram is with you. This is how it works. This is Yagya. Satsang is when people come together. Sit down and don't gossip. Sit down and say, you ever hear that before? You ever hear that part with the mole? If it flat, it means one thing. If it have a dome, it means something else. When the person have plenty mark on the face, God put the mark. He put the mark to tell you something. The part where it tell you palmistry. If you want to know about wife, watch right hand between this line and the base of the baby finger. 2 mark. Okay, Pandit will fall in love twice. Be honest. No shame. And you learn about yourself. That is why when they go to do palmistry, they just put the ink on your hand and put it on a paper. So the person could read your forehead. Where the wrinkle is indicative of things about you. So why is this important? Then the person will say, you know what? Everybody, you're learning from my life. I will not have children in this life. I have tried prayers, I have tried IVF, you name it. But that is not for me. It wouldn't happen. And that is break you. This is my story. I'm sure you have yours. When you fail the exam, when you don't get the job, when you lose, it breaks you. If you're not careful, you're going up in trouble. In the beginning of Ramayana, this question Tulsidas says, there are 4. I am reading Doha 36 for my gentlemen that sang that beautiful Ramayana last night. There are 4 conversations in Ramayana. Bhusundi and Garud is 1. Shiva Parvati talking 2. Yagya Balak Bharadwaj 3. Tulsidas and the other saints 4. If a person should listen to these conversations, they will get into the Manas, the lake, Ram Charitra Manas. Manas mean a river. So the person writing is telling you, learn from when these people talking, and you will get into it. Ramayana has 7 books, 7 Khan, Balkan, first book. Those 7, when you learn the 7 book, it is like if now we are entering into the river by 7 steps. And as you learn the beauty of it, you will learn more and you will get to bathe. When you bathe in that river, your sins burn away, troubles go away. Siyapati Ramachandra ki jai. So that, watch the book, that is at the beginning. We are going to enter to the back. Uttarakhand, where this discourse is taken. Shiv Baba is talking to Mother Parvati about many things. And Goddess says to him, I have the whole Ramayana done. It finished. That is where we enter in tonight. Parvati Mata says, how I didn't understand Ram. Now I have devotion to Ram. Now I get it. Now I have the love. Meaning, bhakti, it have different forms of bhakti. This is the katha where they talk, where Shabri speaks to Ram. So, they doing puja, I one form of bhakti. I can't bend my foot like Uncle Paul and them. I like to sit down in the chair. But boy, when you hear the singing them bhajan, I with them. Kirtanam. Kirtanam is when you're bailing the roti, you're cooking your food, whatever you're doing. And when you get Shri Rama Jai Rama, and you're going, tears somehow just find a way. But may I know what the word meaning of Baba? Sita Rama kaho, Radhe Shama kaho. I don't know what it means, but something this caused my pause to is bhakti. But the trigger, the thing that is making your body react is the bhajan of God. The secular bhajan, the party song, it's enjoyable. The beat of the drum, it is capture you, but it don't make you cry. Kanchan and Babla, I love that singer. But she wouldn't make you cry. Think what I'm saying. The pause wouldn't raise. For children to understand, you have to understand the difference. Something is happening to your body. When that starts to happen, when you sit down by yourself, when you see you start to get into your devotion, you don't want nobody to talk to you, and you don't want nobody to touch you, you don't want nobody to know. This is a very private thing. That Parvati tells Shiva, I understand now that. I didn't understand it before. I didn't catch that before. So I understand bhakti. Let's hear what she says. Put your hand together. Don't worry to play. Let them sing with me. Shri Rama Jai Rama. Everybody help me sing a little bit. Rama Shri Rama Jai Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Rama Charitra Jai Sanatan Ahi Rasa Bisajanatina Nahi Jivani Jivan Mukha Mahamuni Jehu Hari Guna Sunahi Niratan Tehu. Together, Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. Everybody, all come to pray. Here it is. When Mahadev was finishing his story, you see, girl, remember the husband and wife. You see, girl, I finished the whole Ram Katha for you. Just like how Bhusundi told Garud. So, sometimes when your guru talk, you doesn't hear the Katha, Correct me if I'm wrong. If you watch me on TV, the Katha, sometimes I miss that. But you see the little point the person say, he didn't explain that. That point is what is catch you when you sit down and you listen. Somebody said is listen to my guru, and all you heard, Ram went to the forest, Ram find Sita, Ram bring back Sita. They're walking. You're connecting. Parvati, connecting now, says, but wait, KakaBhusundi is a crow. And there's a little bird. When you're taking out your food, when you're doing Pitri Puja, and you're taking out one share of the food that is for bird to eat. An example is the crow. They are like, they eat on carcass, the garbage, scavenger. So feed them looking for something. When them get food, ooh, good. But Garud, ask yourself tonight, I'm explaining this for children who don't know. Garud is the vehicle of Vishnu Baba. So Parvati is asking this. How come a little scavenger is teaching the one that is selected by Mahavishnu? If you've ever heard Bhagavad Katha, when Gajendra is lifting the tusk to beg Lord Vishnu to save him, he comes on the back of Garud. Garud is the son of Kashyap Muni. His brother, and you have Surya Narayan Murti there. Watch in front of Surya, it has 7 horses. The fella who holding the horse, if anybody named Aruna. Aruna and Garud are 2 brothers. But when the mother was making them, they were in egg form. The mother cracked the egg. So Aruna was not formed properly. And that is why in that Murti, when you see top half, but he doesn't have legs. If you as a Hindu disregard, hurt, in some way insult somebody who in wheelchair, crutches, oh God, you're worshipping a special able man. But you're damning something God make. And you go in prayers, watch a nice kurta, sari, shalwar. Oh God, Lord Seva, God bless me. You could imagine if God watched me and you, what he go say? Oh God, look this, come back. Garud is the person who went, his mother was placed now like a servant. His sister makes she a slave. And Garud was told, go bring this, summarizing now, go bring this. And if you bring it for we go free your mother. When you see the snake hissing, you see how the tongue split? He went and he bring the amrit. When they churn the water, they wanted to get it. You notice things die off, mammoth, dinosaur die off, but snake remain. When he was moving with the vessel of the Amrit, it fell on the kush grass. And the snake wanted the Amrit, so he licked it. And when he licked it, because the grass have that sharp edge, it split the tongue. Their tongue, their body is as if no matter what weather, season, ice age, stone age, as time is passing, snake don't die. It cannot be, an endangered species. Kaliyug, watch Florida in the Everglades. Snakes overpopulating, killing everything. How? Everything's supposed to be dying. Garud now was selected because of his strength and character to be the Vahan of Mahavishnu. He is highly placed. He is the person that is considered the king of the birds. Understand what I am building here for you. The person is sometimes so educated, edified, the pundit. How he gonna have marital problem? Be honest. You know how much pundit this divorce? Let's be frank. Oh God, what happened? When the girl and the boy married, they thought 7 o'clock in the night, they're going to wrap up like a snake on a mangoes tree. But pundit come to work, pep, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the night. And unfortunately, trouble is reached home by the best, by the politician, the pundit, everybody. Trouble reached by Garud. In Ramayana, when they are in the battlefield, there's a point where the son, the big son of Ravan, shoots a particular arrow. And the snakes wrap them. Out of respect for the God that sits down on the head of the arrow, Sri Ram allows himself to be caged. Imagine somebody like they're in a coma and wrapped tight with snake. Jamwant and other characters call for help. There's only one guy who hates snake the most. Garud. Call for him. Let him reach. He could help the Lord. Garud, come. They tell him, listen, you are the only person with the talents sharp enough to burst those snakes. That prayer is so powerful. As they move one snake, the snake turns in the body. And the way how the muscle of the snake moves, it kills the prey by the squeeze of the muscular system. They have no bone, but the muscle is so intense that it kills whatever prey it is. There no hand, there no knife. Garud came and Garud started to bite. Garud is eating. And Parvati Mata is wondering how this fella get confused. We're saying, Shiv Baba, explain this to me. Shri Rama Jaya Ram. Come on, I can't sing, you know. Shri Rama Jaya Ram. यह प्रभु चरित्र पवित्र सुहावा कहु कल्याण काग कह पावा तुम हे कीन्हा भूमि सुनो महादेवी मोहि मोहि अतीत कौंतक भारी श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. He says, Goddess, do you think that God's grace, God's mercy, God's happiness, God's blessing cannot go on a lowly figure as a crow? Cursed is the person who thinks God could bless the good. Listen, good what I'm telling you. God could bless the saved. God could bless the singer. But my voice, croaky, God wouldn't bless me. I am a prostitute. I am a sinner. God wouldn't bless me. I am poor. I am bad. God will never find favor with me. David, don't make that mistake. You worship Goddess. Goddess is learning tonight. Think different. Think different. Because the Gita tell you, leave the judging to the judge. Leave the judging to God. Come now, man. All you watching me like you know what I'm saying. All these temple people, all they never sit down with each other. And you see who complained sadhu last night? You see she complained sadwine? All they never say that. Be honest, remember you're talking truth. He says, Ma, careful that you are limiting God's strength and God's power. She says, Shiv, fair point. Tell me how you learned this. Did you create this? Did you get this? Say, I was in my darkest moment. I was going through hell. His words. Hell. Why going through hell? Shiv had just lived to see Sati burn. He says, do you remember that? For every husband and wife here. Remember when you was giving me trouble? Sati caused the trouble in this Ramayana, in this Hindu, it had trouble, you know. If God is God, this Shiva so strange, man. You're going to send the lady, let she burn herself. You is God, pray to you, ask you to bless who's the young child who walked in here first, Ganesh. So you telling me he didn't know that was his son? Pandit, what kind of madness are you saying? The man accidentally take up something and chop off his own son's head. Then you understand karma. You know Gyan. This is one example, it is not the only example. He said, Ma, when your body was burning, he held the corpse. You don't understand how much he was grieving. He held the burning body of Sati in his hand and he was roaming. Now, not studying anything. He does not want to hear nobody. Don't tell me about the son after race. Do not bother me with your prayers. Go from here. And then you're going to learn about this. And everybody like the Lord Shiva Mala. In order for you to get this, Lord Shiva had to cry. What he was crying for? He was crying for his wife. Aksh. Aksh mean from the eyes. Rudraksh from his tears. As it fell on the earth, the trees started to bear. Wherever this is, why it is wet, watch your body. Why it is wet is a god. Where this day Shiva stand up. So when the Hindu put it in the car, when they put it on their body, not only around the neck like the Baba is your Pandit, he's smart, you know. When he go from this house to that house, me you know what Jambi, whatever boot following you. Don't come by me, I have my God. So the Hindu know what he doing, he go have his God too. The acts of Lord Shiva. Then they tell you in different katha, different face, give you different blessing. So the Hindu who know what they're doing are trying to have children, are trying to marry, are trying to get job, are trying to keep my money, you get the different type. When you know the value of it, then you will treasure it. Then you will use it like a tool on your body. So then when it sits on your body and the aura of your body is protected, partner, you could go and stand where you want. That cannot interfere with you. That is why Baba is wear it wrong in neck. You make sure and wear yours too. That is not for Baba alone. Pandit, no. But if you don't know, you hear what I'm saying, you don't know Gyan. When you know Gyan and you put on your armor, you will win. Go to the interview, go to court, and you wear your armor, and you will win. But if you do not know how to use your Shiva, think what I say, I love him, you know. Jai Shiva, help me to win tomorrow. And me, I have nothing when I go to court. It's me and me alone. But now when he stand up on me, Mare walking in that door, when the foot walk, you walk. I bet you it have a difference. Mahadev, what happened? Don't dredge on the fact that I give you trouble. Tell me what happened. He says, I was roaming. And I went to a place called Nilagiri. It was a beautiful mountain. He describes in length how beautiful the place was. And I heard a wonderful Satsang. Satsang people was coming together and they were talking good things. So I did not advertise who I am. I did not say, I am Shiva, worship me. I did naked. When you hear people doing Kumbh Mela in India, watch them. Them go have kurta on like me and you. Them just be naked as they born. Mahadev Baba in his true form, bathed. Why does look white in the murti like how you have it there? He have ashes, basma, and he coat himself in it. That is what make him white. When you hear about Mahakaleshwar, Mahakal, he is very dark. But in that form where he's looking white, he has different names. He went with the ash and he sat down as a depressed person, sitting to the back of the satsang. And he wanted to hear what this bird was talking. Who is this satsang? A fella comes in front and everybody was waiting patient to hear him. The place is so calm, there is no wind good in a place. You ever went by somebody and he said, yeah, he didn't hear. The place heavy, man. And then some place you go and, wow. May I have a thought in my head. I'm feeling so peaceful. I want nothing good. This was how the place was feeling because of what they was talking about. Everybody was anxious. Little bird, big bird, animals came. A bird is giving the discourse. His name is KakaBhusundi. Kak or Kag, depending on the Ramayan, means crow. His name is Bhusundi or Bhusundi. I looked and I saw how the man, before he started, the bird, when I say man, the man sat down and he did his job, counting with his finger. You have it, and let me ask you, you know how to use it? Here, man, just to educate you again. Never hold your mala with your index finger. There's a way. Index finger out, using your thumb, your thread. So we go in. This part where I have this little pretty piece, you have a flowers, it's called the sumiru. So let me just say 106, 107, and I reach to the sumiru, 108. I want to do more jab. Sharon starting tomorrow, jab time. I want to go. So, okay, Babs, let's go. 1. And you cross the sumiru. Remember this. Whatever jab, whatever good you just accrue, you lost it. You don't cross this. You turn it around, you go the opposite way, as if to say 108, 107, 106. The Bhakt of Lord Shiva. I know how to use it, Pandit. I don't know how to use it. Mahadev Baba sat down and watched how the person that is going to teach, he knows what he's teaching. He knows what he's practicing. And he jabbed to accrue the energy. In order for you to give, brother, you have to have something inside of you. If you are empty, you have nothing to give people. Everybody saw, for the young children here, they saw just now everybody wanted to wash the foot. The poor pundit like he walk in mud. What are they doing that for? A pundit is a tool, just like this. A pundit is a tool. You have to know how to use your pundit. Your pundit cleanses your home in 3 places. When you wash his feet, because he's a person depending on Gayatri jap, the dust from the foot of the person who does that jap cleanses the place. So know how to do it. When your prayers come, your guru come by you. Wash the foot outside. Catch the water. The prayers start yet. You go see Tanti while the uncle talking to me outside. Tanti, she's smart, you know. She know. Knowledge. Take the water. Prayers start yet. Sprinkle. Wet this place. If any jumbie boot, unclean, negative, people going to fall out in this jug. Me I want it. By the power of the Gayatri. Cleanse and conform here to positive. Second place, you will see the Pandit cleanse your place. Om Apavitra. When he's sprinkling the water. We spoke about that when we was doing with Pitri prayers. Clean here. If it have a zombie and he looking for water, take the water, go. And the third place, when you feed your Pandit, put him sit down. And when you're done, wash your hand and just make sure he do this. Sprinkle the wash hand, the wet hand. In doing it, that is where you will get back the barakat. Everybody just talk about Lakshmi, I want Lakshmi, I want Lakshmi. You have to have a method to bring it back into your home. So when the prayer is done, you will hear somebody say, wow, I cleansed my house. I did the prayer and I feel so light. The place is feeling light. But if you know what you're doing like this, you might do a prayer, you might fool yourself, you have a flag up. But you are really too much. Everybody there with me? Follow it. Don't waste time. I saw him do Manas prayer. Ratne kalpita masanam himajale. Dear God, I'm training myself. When the Pandit tell you close your eye and say prayers, what he did not tell you, Manas prayer is a form of prayer that Lord Shiva is encouraged. Close your eye. That's Stotra saying, I see a Mahadev. I say I bathing you with milk, I put in the pera, the purity of your mouth. Me watching that lifeless multi now. Look, he eating, he bite my hanger, he love it. Mahadev, you're smiling with me, boy. I put the chandan on your forehead. I seen it. Why? Because one day God might permit me and you to get a stroke. And when the hand cannot lift to do this, what are you going to do? I lie down in the hospital and I cannot pray. Because I can't see that beautiful murti. I cannot put on dhoti sari. I can't smell the incense. I'm in ICU. Oxygen is in my mouth. What to do? If you are a stranger to your prayer and you don't know how to use your prayer, you're in trouble. I'm on the plane going down, the car, seeing something coming to hit me, and in that moment I have to find my God. But I never trained my mind to do it. How will you find him? I am a stranger. I don't know him. I don't know what I'm doing, but I believe in him. Jai Shiva, Jai Shiva, Jai Shiva Om. But the child, asthma hitting him. I don't know what happened. The doctor saying, we're sure. And you know he stand up right there with you in that hospital. You have to learn to close your eyes sometime and say some prayers. And you find him. He has to be here. But if he is not here and he only there in Ogle temple, you have a problem, because your trouble is coming to meet you on the road, not necessarily here. Prem Sabaloma Pati Mahadeva ki Jai. He then saw him sat down and he started to talk in a way bird is talking for bird. He's explaining. He says, when this was happening, Garud, he said, I saw everything. I loved how they did the satsang. And when I left, I felt better. If it ever happened to you, you come from home, good trouble, culture, argument, and you come in a place, and I don't want to tell nobody, how I going to tell people I had trouble? How I going to tell them all what she tell me and all what he say, how much man I have, how much, How much things this be said and your head full. You know that this teacher in school, I know Miss Sister-in-law, auntie is a teacher. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know how it runs in Guyana. You have wonderful schools here. But in school, they teach you to drive, miss. They teach you maths, miss. They teach you quadratic equation. They teach you covalent bond and ionic bond. And they teach you all of that. Phloem and xylem, osmosis. They teach you that. What is the subject or the class to deal with stress? For every man here who raised their hand and you're tempted to hit that face, one good slap. What force holding that hand? Don't do it by police reel, jail reel it. People is talk about Pujari, they just talk about Shakti. Watch a man when he ready to connect that face. Hold on, Pandit, hold on. Something holding you, and if you're careful, if you had a restraint, it will let go and you're going to make a mistake. It has happened. I wouldn't tell you I had the best control. Don't fool yourself either. Don't fool yourself tonight. We're being truthful. Remember, part of this cook we making here tonight, we had to put the ingredient. Truth. If you don't put sugar in a pot, how you expect it to get sweet? Satsang is where you are talking truth. If you are talking truth to yourself, you just lying to yourself all the time. Take Wasin. Prabhu, I felt like when I was in the company of these people, my burden, without telling anybody my story, it lifted. And I come back, Kailash, all my wandering stopped because of what those people were talking. These people as birds there, please remember that. It so happened, Garud came and he went by Brahma. He says, I have a doubt. I don't understand. I hold the weight of the sustainer of this world. Tonight is Purnima. People doing Satyanarayana Vrat Katha. That fig tree you have by the entrance, that fig tree represents long before we had Murti. That's our Vishnu Baba. I see people decorate with fig tree. Where are you doing that for? That is Vishnu. Look one here. Stand up here, Mahavishnu. Be a guard. Protect this place. I want a fig tree in my yard. Every Hindu understanding that. Don't fight for Tulsi and you're abandoning your fig tree. When you go South India and you see the people wetting the fig leaf. When you see people doing puja, I think in all your culture, all it is do puja on fig leaf a lot. Why the fig leaf, man? Because that is the hand. Imagine Mahavishnu. I am doing the whole offering on his hand. It is part and parcel of him. That is why chapter 1, just to touch on your Satnarayana Vrat Katha, chapter 1 of the Satnarayana Vrat, it tells you what is the greatest fruit to offer on full moon night? Ripe fig. Not the perfect one that they bleed with the ethylene, so it looking yellow, but it's perfect. The one with speckled. It states the speckled, very ripe. The potassium content, the sugar content shoot up. So how I give is so I get. When the bird eat the potassium, whole time. Whole time. Me and you depressed, eat a fig in the morning. And all your cereal box have fig on it. All your porridge have fig on it. Once you eat that fig, Pandit, you're fasting tomorrow. Eat a fig, you can't faint.
Principal of Indravan Bihari Lalaki, Jai Sitaram, everybody. So I interrupting your yagya briefly just to remind everybody. This year's yagya, Bhagavad Yagya, at the Ashram, Sri Krishna Seva Ashram, is going to happen on the 3rd of August to the 10th of August. This is the 7 days, 3 times for the day, normal yagya. And on the Sunday, we're going to do Visarjan. Everybody, every single person is invited. If you would like to take part, to get involved, to help cook, to help make prasad, to help sit for prayer, if you would like to bring flowers, cut up mango wood for people who have cow, to bring gobar for we to burn in the fire, I need your help and I invite you to get involved. Of course, I expect you to be fasting and prepare yourself properly. For all those people who would like to sit, especially my elders, use the opportunity. Come with us. Join with us. Call me. You have my number on the screen as we get back to the Yagna. Call me, message me, WhatsApp me so that you could get involved. Everybody, again, on behalf of the team and myself and Mummy Baba, we are opening the door. We are calling you. We are inviting you in the name of Lord Krishna to come and take part in your Bhagavad, looking out to hearing from you. Everybody give me a call or message me. Sitaram.
When Garud said, I lift him on my back, he has the Sudarshan Chakra in his hand. Now you're telling me that man is encapsulated in that human form that couldn't fight snake? He is wrapped on the earth in Lanka. That is the same. I have a doubt. This doubt is dangerous. It is doubt when Sati Devi says that Ram that is crying when he's going to meet Sugriv just before. Sati Mata said, I can't believe that is Vishnu. Shiva sat under the peepal tree and he says, Ma, go test him then. And this is where she takes the form, the likeness of Sita. And Ram watches Quencha and says, Oh Sita, Sati Mata, where did you leave my friend Shiva? Feel shame. In the moment, that is when Shiva decides, I can't keep Sati anymore. Because he makes the statement, when you doubt Ram, you will not see me in dream. You cannot love one and hate and ridicule the other. It will not work. In order to win Ram, you have to worship Shiva. You have to have that adoration. This is why in our prayer we could have done Ram prayers alone. But that lingam worship, the conversation with that lingam, it is integral. And you go hear it tonight. You see how time going? Garud went to Brahma. He says, I have a doubt. This is my doubt. I don't believe that man is Vishnu. And I'm in trouble because I don't want to end up like Sati. I don't want to be disowned. I don't want to be thrown away. I don't want to be cast out. Don't let me fall. He says, the only person who could help you is Shiva. There we go by Shiv Baba. He goes to Shiva. He pleads his case. And Shiv Baba laughed. He says, today, what you are grieving and griping. Put yourself in this position. Eh? Remember, we are just bucked. We are all great buck. I'm a Hindu. I'm good, you know. God loves me. I light my day. I offer my dara. I fast for Narat. I do this, that, and the other. And you find a reason why God loves you. God will tell you nothing yet. But He loved me. I wear my kurta. I make sure I tie my sari and so way. I'm a good girl. All right. Okay. Then tell me which day you have and you don't have stress, trouble. Find a day. Point a moment when your head is burning. All right, let me analyze your life and be fair. Shiv Baba says, I have somebody who is better than me. The Shiva, the same Shiva. He says, I have somebody who will give you the grace of having the belief, of having to ignite hope within a person. There is a person who could do that very good. His name is Kak or the KakaBhusundi. Go Nilagiri Hill, so and so mountain, so and so direction, you'll find him. Go and listen and learn. There's wonderful satsang. Garud heard it and with his powerful wings, boom, gone. Parvati Mata says, but Shiv, you are Hanuman. You are Bhairu, you are Kal, you are time. What in the devotionary world of Ram you couldn't give that Garud? What it have that you couldn't offer to him, to teach him? And he says, the importance of Vyas. May I ask you something here tonight? You have gone to so many yagya. What does the word Vyas mean? Ask yourself, don't tell me, man say you know. Vyas means the editor or the separator. Strange. It doesn't mean the person who reading. Vyas is the person who takes the complexity of the text and makes it so foolishly simple. How come I didn't see it like that? How come I didn't understand that? How come I didn't know that? Why I didn't think about that? Why didn't I know this? I go into yoga all the time. And so the person we are very commonly we are aware of, Ved Vyas. Guru Purnima starts with him. Ved Vyas is the person who, in Satyug, the Ved is one book. And as time is going, he says, mankind is going to get very short attention span. They will not have the ability to understand this book. So I will become Vyas, and I will cut the Ved into 4 parts. And he gives his 4 Shishya, the god children, the 4 parts to teach people. And those 4 parts start to split into other portions, and they break up the same knowledge into simpler texts. Hence, we end up now, as time is passing, into Ramayana. Ramayana leads to Bhagavad, into when Krishna comes. In the Ramayana, it is teaching you and giving you the same blessing, but it giving you a story with it. In a story form, just as children will understand, adults will take it. But the intrinsic lesson is the same Vedic knowledge. When the person bows their head to Vyas, this is why the person becomes like a tool. Look at the word I use in the tool. To take what I don't understand and make it in a palatable form that I will take and remember. If it's a point, pumpkin, this tastes nice when it cooked. But when it raw, you just bite it. Same pumpkin. Inherently the same thing, but in a form that I cannot digest. So make it into a form that is palatable, and I will take it. But if we only sing, you'll be practicing the kirtanam, the bhakti, but you have no head to tail about your God. You do not have the tool, the sword in your hand to fight. Garud arrived, and now, remember, Vyas. Vyas is the high guy, the big guy. Correct me if I'm wrong, don't sit down until he sit down. Guru. And sometimes the Guru does wear a big crown on his head. Now, I better than you. Think what I'm saying. Guru could be mommy, Guru could be father, Guru could be teacher. Vidya Guru is the school teacher, the dance teacher, etc. Vidya, knowledge. Diksha Guru just means he whispers prayers in your ears. Diksha is, by definition, in the Abhya Mudra, the energy flowing from here. I bless you based on my Hawan, the energy I accrue. When you see I take the heat and I pass it over my aura, I am sharing my blessing with you. When you touch the Baba foot or your parent foot, I am pulling some of that Shakti. Let me borrow some of your power. Thief, take. So the Pandit had to know devotion to get back the energy, else you are an empty vessel showing people you could bless them. But boy, I'm touching this man's foot and me again nothing. The Pandit had to pray too. That's what it means, truthfully. Garud landed, and your Vyas, KakaBhusundi, got up and put his head by the king foot. You are our leader. You are bigger than me, physically bigger. And he says, please sit. I wish to please you. Tell me. Garud says, I have a doubt, as we say before. I need you. I was sent by Shiva. God sent me here. Please explain what I don't understand. And KakaBhusundi started to explain everything, one by one. And Parvati says, why didn't you give him the answers? He says, let a bird learn from a bird. Let that KakaBhusundi break it down in a language that bird will understand. If I sang Hindi here whole night, it would be nice. It will sound wonderful in your ears, but I will not understand one thing. If there are different forms of Ramayana, tomorrow night we in Valmiki Ramayana. From Valmiki Ramayana come Tulsidas Ramayan. When you hear the Katha, you know you have a pitya. I was reading in wait name, the Kali thing, Kali Yatra. You know the pitya where Kali Mata is on the chest of Lord Shiva? Other Bhut Ramayana talks about that discourse. Different Ramayana from different region. If we go into Gujarat Ramayana and you hear where the 5-head Hanuman come from, you wouldn't understand the language either. Don't study the language. Don't study those things. It is sound nice. It is sing, oh, but you're learning nothing. He sat down and he started from the very beginning. He goes on. Imagine the 7 katha, the 7 kand is being recited. Do you remember, Garud, when Jayanta, just touching the fourth Chaupai, I am in Doha 64, Chaupai 4. Do you remember when Jayanta, the son of Indra, if you don't know what I am touching, just touching. If you don't know what I am referring here, I want you to check yourself. How come I am a Hindu, I have Ramayana, Ramayana is nothing new, and I don't know Ramayana? So hear me. Jayanta went and he bit the foot of Sita Mata, and he's flying and he's running from an arrow. Something happened, if you know the story. Further, when they went with Guru Vishwamitra into the forest, this and that happened. When they went Janakpur, this and that happened. When we hear about Sampati, when Sampati wanted to eat them, just before Sundarkand starts in Tulsidas Ramayan, Jamwant is going to tell Hanuman, time to grow, brother. Sampati, the brother of Jatayu, says, I've come to eat you. And he wanted to eat Angad and all the monkey and him. Garud is listening how Vibhishan had Tulsi growing around his house. People like to say, living in a bad place, you know. Vibhishan was living in the middle of Lanka, but his house had Tulsi growing wild. So much so it called Hanuman. In the last Chaupai of Doha 67, when the crow, Kak, had finished, and he heard the death of Ravan, the flight of the Pushpak back to Ayodhya. Garud says, today, through listening alone, I have devotion, I love, I understand the Leela of Ram. But how is it you have it? How did you get this? Let's join in this Chaupai. Come, all the fallen asleep on all the self. Don't sleep. Uncle Paul, wake up. Tu hi meri ma Jaya Rama Sita Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. Come on, sing with me. Hey, you want music? You want music? Auntie, sing that for me now. On your mic, go ahead. The drummer sleeping. Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya. No. Remember, KakaBhusundi never said, bow to me. You sometimes have to pick up on who is your guru. And in it, your karma pulls you to the person. You encounter somebody. Somebody mentors you in your job. Somebody gives you a piece of advice that will change your life. Pick up your book, boy. Change your ways. When you get your education and you get your distinction, you will win. Somehow that advice reaches your ears. And that person in Hinduism is defined as a guru. Not always you get to choose your parents. I don't know if you chose yours, but Gita says based on your karma, you choose the womb you come from. If I did good, I will come from a womb where your mother will wring your ears, tap your head, fix your clothes, learn to wash your hand after that washroom, wipe your mouth. There are lessons only a mother could teach you. And if that person does not have that karma, mommy wouldn't teach you. You want to sleep, sleep. You don't want to go to work, don't go. You want to sleep Sunday morning, don't go temple, don't go, no training, no problem. You want to do it, do it. Then you get that kind of mother. But when a person has karma, when he has that good karma, that mother will say, hello, finish your homework. You have to pick up your instrument. You're playing a good drum, Mr. Vishnu. I'm sure it had days you didn't know head or tail how to hit that drum. And somebody said, push on. Keep doing it. Keep practicing. You will get it. It starts with mommy. It finished with daddy. He buy the drum for you, for example. Encouraging you. The money that was there to buy the drum, to buy the book, to pay for you to do it. These people gave the genes so that you could read and understand. We just hear some people don't have the genes to read, to understand, think about how much good you have. You're damning yourself a poor, a this, a that. But you ever one day see all where God give you? Not one day you're going to say, wow, a good, thank you God for what I have. He says, Guruji, now the king calling the little bird Guruji, because I realize ways. I see the value inside of you. Don't always judge the book. Don't always judge the form God will come in. He come in your life to guide you. And he might come in the poor form, the tattered form, etc. Don't be the stupid one to say, I can't bow by your foot. Don't make that mistake. Garud says, Guruji, I apologize for doubting what you're teaching me. But I don't understand how you as a bird, you are not Vashisht with the beard, you know, you see in the TV. And the mala, you understand the mala now. You have, they have that, they have done the Havan. Great is the human form. They have achieved karma to get this human form, but you're just a bird. Of all the bird, you are the scavenger, you are the dog in the bird. You are the worst bird, but you have what I as the king of the bird don't have. How? He says, for me and you, he says, friend, which person, mine, I am reading, Doha 70, Chaupai 4. Which mind, which person is not polluted or affected by desire? In this life, we fall in a trap. There are three types listed here. The desire for children, the desire for wealth, and desire for fame. Let me use myself tonight. We are talking about you. In my time when I saw Priya, say right lifestyle, she's singing bhajan, I could spend my life with this person. For every stupid thing you go do, I could tolerate. Marriage is patience. Marriage is one day the roti go bun, one day the roti go day good, I'll love you the same. I'll try. God bless me, I'll try. I don't know where you to say in yours. All right. One day, the pundit, when I was putting on my janeu, I started prayers. My father died in 95. We did his 1 year in 96, 97. I'm doing my first prayers. Singhasan from 98. I was 15, 16 thereabout. Today I'm 43. I'm tired of doing all of this work. I prefer teach now, so the younger fellas could do their foot better. My foot getting old. In those days, when you're tired, Janeu, and they say in the prayers, this Janeu means that second born, twice born person take off the sin, the karma will make your bald head pundit and make you talk with a lisp pundit, not to make light of anybody. That make the teeth fall out pundit, that make the nail damage pundit. Take off the sin. When the person know what this is, they say, I want to tie my Janeu too. This don't make you a pundit, this make you sinless. If you don't understand that, don't bathe the corpse when you have funeral, to take off the sin of your mother and father before we discern the body into the fire. Every step when the boy and girl getting married, you're bathing them with milk. Take off the sin so that when you're married and you go cheating, that ever happen to you, brother. And I just tell you about the widow peak. Take off the sin. It have a way to bathe them so that when they go, they will not lose. They will not become divorced. They will not gain divorce. It have a way to fix it. You don't know. I believe in God, I'm doing the wedding, but they have more. How to fight when you're in the court, and I don't want to lose my children. I, as a person who did not have children, when I am called to court and to do the people wedding, please confirm this wedding was real. Yes, it's real. Whose son is that? The mother one or the father one? And you're putting me to answer that question? In my heart, I've been honest with you, better I'd say mine. I would take it. Because some people have children and they disown that. They degrade that. They want to feed it. In my life, in my heart, I fall for this trap. Me and she had trouble. Because depression hit me. I thought when I get married, I took it for granted I would get a son. And this old son, I'll hand it over to my son. Follow me. You have gold, you have property, you have land, you have money. And then what I have it for? To give who? I don't have son. It has some people who have son and You have and When the Ravidas meet them for funeral, boy, cut your hair and look. A son is defined in Dharma as the person who shaved their head the morning at the funeral and they lift the box. But Bandit, they give me to study insurance money. Let them do the funeral. And that pundit will beg, how you gonna look, boy? Is the last prayers for your mother, boy? You're doing the prayers, you know, you're a bhaktin. Nobody have more sinner than you. But you have the knowledge to know you're making your way. You're making your way to catch your nenen. You know what you're doing yourself, because when you're damn, people like to say, well, who dead, who live. Me going and fast. Partner, what you're doing, you're damning yourself. And what you do with your two hands, you have to answer for it. You really feel in Garud Pran, when they're talking about the way we just put pindan thing for, you think it have a place for pundit to go? You think it have a VIP line when I come in your wonderful airport, I see diplomat, VIP, it have a VIP for the dead? Don't be foolish, no. Me and you, just put Brahman, Sudra, we just put rich, thin, fat. You see all short people going this line. All women going this line. You horn, you cheat, you was bad, you go in this line, bad people line. You know what it have? It have good and it have bad karma. Like that, word for word, the slok says, the only currency in the house of Yamraj is your good and bad deeds. When you understand that, you get up and you see Pandit, it's not your present. Let me put you on a little trick. Pandit Ravi going and eat tonight. Pandit, let me take out your food there. Krsna Arpan. I go get help. And me I had to fast. Me I had to bend my foot like them. I go get to share the parasad. Everybody go say thanks. I be so hungry that Pandit talk for long. I'm glad to get a little mahanbog. The hand, we take it out from the bowl and hand it. Them just get blessing because them hand it. Uncle Paul didn't do that. Uncle Paul lazy. He ain't had time to feed you. But the person who do the seva and come and hand it, think what saying me and you is too good, got you. Hear me? You ever hear somebody say, me sweep the temple, that them work. Share food, I too rich to do that. I was reading one day and somebody said, but Pandit, I'm a man, I can't mop out the toilet. That is the lady's work. That is below me. Partner, watch how life is. God gave the body, gave the 2-handed walking, your 2-foot walking, but your head ain't walking too good because He put you in a place for you to accrue the karma, the good karma. Feed hungry people. Let them people bless you. Let us say, oh God, we're starving and look, they give you nice person. Oh, if you know what, they're begging and hoping that they make puri tonight. That blessing, that is how people is talk. That is the good from the person. Be honest in yourself. And you, the person delivering, that is why. Only remember for the elders here, you remember, Auntie, I want to share the roti, please. I want to share the puri, please. Let me share, let me help you with the bowl. Give me that bowl. It was rush. Today, everybody wants to look like Mrs. Guyana and Mr. Guyana and dress up and look like their guests. And you are a sinner for it. Blessed is the person who shared the panchamrit. The blessing, prasad, is that it is defined. What is prasad? Watch how we crazy. We ain't know what prasad mean. I thought that means something to put in a bag. Prasad mean anything that God touch. It could be the flour recipe that we just cook. In Trinidad, we just say Mohan Bhog, the food of Krishna. Mohan. I'm not sure if I'll have a different name. Mohan Bhog, Bhog is food. When the people cooking the food and they say, oh, they take the salt food and offer it in the fire. Bhog lagawe, that Bhojpuri word. When you hear Pandit saying charhawe, lagawe, manawe, that is Bhojpuri. You will not hear that in Hindi. That is a different language. So when they are Bhog lagawe, they are offering fire, you eat first. God eat first, man eat after. When now the Mohan Bhog come into the person, that is one recipe, but when you have pira, here they're calling it prasad. When you have the fig like Purnima, that is prasad. Then prasad have to mean something else. Prasad is anything touched. Here how Uncle Paul do it, he take the tarya and he touch it to the murti. Let the electrical energy, the shakti from that murti flow into the prasad. And when the person who know what they're doing, it have a katha. Well, Lord Shiva didn't know what he doing with prasad. Mahavishnu tell him eat. Long story short, Brahmvaivat Puran. And he eat all the food. And when he gone home, he said, Parvati girl, woo! I eat. Is true? Wait. Mahavishnu Prasad, he touch it and he lay me from he jutta, from he leave your guru. How you know you have a guru? When he press finish, guru just feed you from your leaf, from your mouth, from where he touch. When he jutta, older people gonna know what I'm saying. When he give you the diksha, the last part, when you feed him, he's supposed to feed you back. Blessedness. When Vishnu left the little ounce, whoever feed me the first day when we was doing the Pitri Puja, I remember I leave some food in my plate. That is for the souls. That is for the Yajman. That is where they get the blessing because we believe in Jutta. When they touch it, then it have value. Vishnu Baba eat and then he says, Shiv Baba, I leave this for you. And he leave a little mortar on the plate. Lord Shiva porting, he eat all and he feel the power. Woo! Come home to tell the wife. You feel the wife the happy? You know better than your wife? What where mine? He's celebrating, he glowing, he happy. Where mine? She tell him, I just touch your foot. I go to you for blessing. You are the husband, you are the God of this house. Check back your vows when you're getting married, when you're going around the fire. You will be the Devta of this house. You will lead us to liberation. Well, Sadhu, where my prasad? Now you're understanding what prasad is. Where is mine? None. Shiv Baba bending his head now. Okay, your wife is nothing, Sadhu, okay. What about your children? They depend on you. When you're doing your father's funeral and your father is going, you bend your head to that man because of what he give you. The name, the form. When you hear somebody say, oh God, you talk like your father, they boy. You remind me of your father. Daddy, thank you for that. No comment now. You have nothing to give Ganesh and others. Say, well, Mahadev, I don't know how all it is do it here. This is in the text. That's why I quoted my text here, Brahm Vaivat Puran. It says, from today, I, Durga, put a shrap on you. When people offer to the lingam, nobody is going to eat it. Shiv worship is different. Shiv worship, if you ever come Shivratri and you see everybody come thali, basin, pera, barfi, every recipe, you name it, and they put it by the lingam, never be foolish. Take it back. No, not Shiva. Vishnu says, when I touch it, you touch it after. Vishnu is the one. The Shaligram, the Krishna Arpan. When you offer in everything, Krishna Arpan, Krishna Arpan, Krishna Arpan. He says in Gita, that is the text. When you're giving something, Sida, when you're giving Charan gift, when you're offering the Dar, when you're offering the Prasad, give it in my name. That is why you, the person doing the prayer, will always say, Krishna Arpan. In his name, I give it. With his power, I send it. That is why you will not hear Ganesh Arpan, Saraswati Arpan, Lakshmi Arpan. Nobody says that. Nobody has the authority over Krishna. When you find it in your Gita and you will see for yourself, don't make no mistake. Check yourself tonight. I'm doing Shiv Puja. But oh God, I just eat all the man-person. Learn. Break it. You could improve. Don't check yourself as a sinner. All are we sinner. I am somebody who was griping for children. And my wife told me one day, how much God children you want? If you had children, you couldn't do your job. I couldn't be sitting here tonight and have baby crying quack quack in Trinidad. Think what I'm saying, different people had different karma. What is a sin now? What is punishment now? May turn out to be a blessing later. People live their life, the same KakaBhusundi in a different lower part. He says, what is the greatest sin? He says, garibi, poverty. Wealth, you see, money is trouble, brother. Poverty makes you want to study hard. Ask any child here where you're picking up your book for. To get a good job, you want to go and work. You want to get up early. You want to have to get up early and face cold water and hit highway and hit traffic. No, what is salary? And all that wealth will bring. You get the money. I want more money. The money now when you get it, to be honest, doesn't fill your heart and your stomach the way you're taught. Because when you have to face divorce and separation, and you are trying to duck taxes and you're trying to duck how to pay the government different taxes to do gift of deed and how to hand it over, the same property that you were griping over becomes a burden. Because now I have to get rid of it. But who to give it to? I have 2 pots in my name. I say in pot, you say Bira, you say Sona, you say what? Who to give it to? Because the same children Pandit is griping over, the smile. So long mommy and daddy have value. And when mommy and daddy don't give them the pot, then the true Rakshas, they start to shine. Me need them anymore. They will put you out of your own house. Because of wealth is mine now. Let me use my wife. She's the daughter-in-law. Which daughter-in-law want to follow mother-in-law? I am the boss here now. The wall cream, we had to paint it blue. To hell with you. The wealth, you want it, I have to own it. This have to become mine. I just tell every boy nowadays, don't go and build no house and put fridge, TV, and build it empty. Let that girl come and catch she nenen with you. For every older person, follow me, when that girl work and sweat and buy that fridge, that's the best fridge, etc. When she come in and she meet 10 cubic feet, she will want to get 20 cubic feet. Throw away that, change that, get this. Now we good. Now we happy. You had wood. When we put concrete, we gonna be happy. Follow me? When we put tile, we gonna be happy. When we paint it, we gonna be happy. And then old age reach, oh God, now we have to paint it. Now we had the tile, we had to afraid we fall in the bathroom. My foot can't work on it, I can't climb them steps. The same thing you fight for become a burden. He says, who, don't blame yourself, who don't fall for them trap. In this life, I was no different. And I had to go through. I had to go through this delusion. I had to go through this trouble. And because of who I am and the memory of my past birth, I knew the value of Ram. He says, when Tulsidas says, you adore the body of Ram, and you see Uncle Paul put it on his head, and you see people is bow, this is the body of Ram, better than Murti. This is it. So the person says, when I put it on my head, may I transport Ram and may the blessing, the sin come off my back by doing it. I lift him on my shoulder like Hanuman. I want the blessing like Hanuman. He says, I was so blessed that I could remember my previous birth. Doha 74A and B going into the Chaupai. He says, when Sri Ram took Janam in this time, follow me. And all it is get to watch Avengers, the movie. Avengers, and all you know, Superman and He-Man and everybody, right? Here this part, this is very interesting. He says, in this culp, in this time, this time when he came, every time he comes as Ram, I rush to Ayodhya, and I am in this crow form, and Ram is creeping, Balram, he's creeping on the ground, and he goes close to him, and I go to watch him in his eyes, and when he's eating the pera and the prasad, and a little scrum drop, I run quick, and I get to bite the prasad, because he touched it. Now I understand prasad. And I want to eat from his dribble, from his mouth, what me and you was scorned, this bird is rushing to get. He says, for 5 years, every time Ram is born, I come and I want to see him in that form, because in that form, I could please a baby. But to entice a grown-up, to entice a big man, it's very hard. So I spend the time watching him playing and fighting with his brothers, drinking milk from Mother Kaushalya. I witness it. He says, then, when the different moments are happening, Garud, I move. When he broke the bow in Janakpuri, I went there. When he is crying in the forest, I went there. And throughout his Janam, I'm always watching. Whenever there's an opportunity to see the form of Ram, I am there. And because of it, I have filled my belly. I have filled my belly with this bhakti so I could share for you. I have. He says, how you full? How you don't doubt him? He says, in that one time, this time, listen to this part. He says, this time when he was baby, let me say diapers, 5 and under, and he was playing, I became corrupted with Maya. You is really Vishnu. You is really God. It had God inside a little child like you. Stupid little child like you. Senseless. You can't say, hands biting me. You can't talk. You is Vishnu. In his mind, that doubt came. The Maya of Vishnu held on to me. And Mahavishnu wants to test the person. How does he test the person? Oh, Garud, he puts hardships. He puts tests in the person's way. Let me see what you could do. Will you hold to your bhakti, your faith, or will you jib? Will you go looking for happiness in other forms, in other places? Addicted to tablet, I can't deal with this stress. Addicted to liquor, addicted to the prostitute, addicted to bad company, because I am looking for some relief. Not everybody, Shri Guru Charana Saru Jaraja, and I find something. He says, when he saw me, I said, Prabhu, you have to help me now. I'm in trouble. There's a doubt in my head. And Lord Sri Ram yawned. And Garud was sucked in, KakaBhusundi was sucked into his mouth, into the stomach. Here what happened when he went in. Inside the baby. I want to read this for you. Shri Rama Jaya Rama. Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Rama Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. Udar Mai Suno Angaj Rai, Dekhi Bahu Brahman Nikhai, Ati Vaichitratana Lokanekha, Rachana Abheka Eka Tuma Ekha. Sri Ramachandra ki Jai. In his stomach, I saw many moons. I saw many copies of this earth. There were universes, stars, each one on each earth, not different planet, each earth, there was a separate Brahma, a separate Vishnu, a separate Shiva. And I saw the different Indras, the different Devatas, the different singers, and he lists them out. Everything from Jambi to blessedness, Kinnaras, Rakshas, everything is there. There's a different Ravan in all. In each one, Ram comes. But in some, Bharat is elder. In some, Shatrahan is elder. In some, Ram is not male nor female. Look what Pandit saying. So when we say, I am not saying be like that, but follow me. Some people judge, read your chapter 12 of your Bhagavad Gita. It says you can't believe in God and be prejudicial and racial. And if there are people who are bisexual, transsexual, different, you judge. But there's an entire Hidra Ramayana for them. Kinnara means I look one way, but my genetics is made different. Hindu don't discriminate. We don't belabor. There's a part for those of you who've gone in there where Sita Mata bless them that we have wedding, you come and when you bless the young couple, they will have grace. So even the transsexual is allowed to dance whenever there is prayer. When you start, mother blessing is here. Vindravan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. In this way, I stood for 100 years and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. When you go and you listen for children today, when you hear about multiverse in the shows, and you ask yourself, that whole show, Matrix, when you finish the show, listen, Sarva Asatoma Sagamaya. That is how they close that show. That whole thing is just an illustration of Hinduism. The multiverse comes from Ramayana. KakaBhusundi is the person who gets the ability to recall everything and he sees Lord Vishnu's true creation. The passage of time is plain. Time is his tool to teach you and I lessons. In this life you be male. In this life you be healthy. In next life you may be different. Learn the lesson. Learn. When you learn, stop burning. Garud said, KakaBhusundi says, Garud, after I was overwhelmed, I couldn't believe, I didn't understand, I didn't know what I was watching, because now I'm seeing the power of Mahavishnu and I couldn't contemplate, I could not assimilate all that was happening. I said, Prabhu, let me out. And Lord Sri Ram yawned and the baby let me out, only to realize I was missing for 1 hour. Prem Sabalo Mahapati Mahadeva Ki Jai. Sri Ram says, in the baby form, talking to this bird, tell me why you are confused now. Did you see the power of the Lord? He says, yes. I don't have that doubt anymore. Bless me that I always will have bhakti and love for your feet. I want to bring you flowers. I want to sing your glory. I can't sing, but I want to sing. Garud says, tell me how. How is it that you are a burden? If God open his mouth and he let you come inside, you have all this drishti, fancy word for vision. How you is a bird? He says, it come back to my guru. It come back to my guru. I was once in a previous birth, a very educated fella. And I was close to my Guru. And my Guru taught me in that janam, in that life, a lot about Lord Shiva. You said a prayer, Shiva Shtakam. Remember a Pandit where it come from. Everybody knows this prayer. Namami Shamishana Nirvana Rupam Vibhum Vyapakam Brahma Veda Swarupam. This prayer is 8 verses. Where? What caused it? The fella, I say fella, work with me. The young fella feel he knows more about Lord Shiva. And he and his Guru fight. The Guru realizes, boy, he doing it. But you ever see somebody do something with false pride? I is the best drummer, I is the best dantalist, I is the best pundit, I is the best cook. You name it, you'll find it. I'm the sexiest person in a sari, watch out. I'm the best hairdresser, you name it. I'm the best lawyer, I'm the greatest doctor, you name it. You will find it. The same thing happens to this young fella. He is very close to his Guru. He is learning about Lord Shiva. He has the bhakti. He believes, Namami Shami. I know all these slokas. I know all these stotras. I have done so much of Ratri. You cannot compare yourself to me. And with that thought, with that abhiman, one day, see like how we sit down here? Guruji walked through the door. And in this inside of that person, he says, I know so much. I don't even have to give up for that fool. I don't have to rise for just that person. I don't have to do that. I know more. I know more. I have more than him. Guruji saw it. How much time mother and father, all be honest, all see all the children do proper stupidness. Where you going to do Pandit throw them away? Where you going to do Pandit kill them? Parents is forgive, Guru is forgive. You go to do prayers, tell me if it never happened to you. And you hear some grandmother, Aji, get up and bow by your Guru foot, man. And the Baba, they say, don't worry, let them sit down. The foot might be catching Junjuni. In this case, same thing happened. The child did say one place, Guru walk in, Guru see it, he pretend he has it. I know this child's stupid. What are you going to expect? Leave it. He make another mistake. Stupid person doing stupid things. You're shocked? Leave it. He didn't fuss. You know who fuss? Jagat Guru. Who is a Jagat Guru? You are the Hindu. Nearly finished. Bear with me. Who is your Jagat? Jagat means world. Guru. Mahadev Baba. Mahadev Baba, Jagdish is Vishnu. He's the ruler. But Jagat Guru, when you don't have mother, when you don't have father, when you don't have Diksha Guru, when you don't have Vidya. My father, I grew up, hear me? My mother never christened me. Diksha. Get the Guru relationship. I'm at a deficiency. My parents did not teach us all the prayers. I never had the upbringing, but I'm married and my mother-in-law, she makes sure I learn how to offer Jal, Erg. I'm learning. No, don't worry. You have a Guru still. Who is your Guru? Mahadev Baba. He finds a way to teach you. Lord Shiva got very angry. And he says, your pride is polluting you. You are so close to me and you are so far from me and you don't realize it. You think prayers and stotras and clothes will win me. You think your hands could bend. Why you just do this one? With the Panchamrit? When you press this nail, you activate a nerve in your stomach. So that when the milk hits your stomach, pull it up quick. So the blessedness of the Charan Amrit flow through your aura. Don't let it go to the intestine. It's a little bit of milk. Don't let me pass it out through the excretory system. So the person squeezes. When you see Lord Shiva doing this, it is activating different nerves in your body. In the Chinese way, they squeeze under your foot to activate your different organs to work properly or efficiently. Don't feel this will make you better. In my eyes, you have just committed sin. You have sat down there. What happens? Too often, we just talk karma and we just say when you do bad, bad go follow you. But we don't know. All right, let me edify you. When you love to gossip, Lord Vishnu says, don't worry. I see it in your next life. This will not work. So the child born, based on what we say in the beginning, Mahavishnu make the child, can't talk. And then Sumiranya said, you who make the dumb talk, person who cannot talk, could talk, mukam karoti vachalam. I know you could make that person who cannot hear. You love to listen to gossip, Baba. I didn't bad talk the people in the temple, but I love to listen. Yeah. Oh, in your next life, this could give you good trouble. So it is possible to be born with flaws. You like to burn people property, you like to fight for 5 in Chalan, and you lighten the people's house, you're causing trouble in the field, the poor people plant the garden and you lighten fire. Don't worry, it will be bald head in your next life, like somebody burned down your property, and God make you, me talking about nobody here, behave all yourself, don't watch nobody. But take what's in, and God make you, my brother have a full head of hair. I don't have none. How come? And God make me? Think about every flaw on your body. Think about every flaw on your body. When you see Baba have the 9 flag on that baby, there's a planet called Mercury. Bud. In Hindi we say Budvar. Mercury day is Wednesday. When Mercury is not in your good books, polycystic, ovarian cyst growth, boils on the surface of your skin, bad acne, cancerous growth is coming. Karma is coming. I want to trump it. Find a way to do beads mantra. Learn how to beat that 9 planet, and you will conquer the things you are suffering from. It never happened to you. You went to the hospital and the doctor tells the pundit and the family, prepare, funeral coming. But I believe in my God. And when I call Shri Guru Charana Sarojaraja Raghupati Raghav Raja, when you start to sing for him, you have to come here today. You have to help me, cancer. What? I put you in charge. Whatever mountain had to lift off my shoulder, Hanuman Baba, you have to help me. Then you have your faith. But for your faith to work, you have to have the knowledge. The sword had to be in your hand. So that when you run into your battle, when Krishna tells Arjun, watch how the story gets easier now. We have a warrior fighting in a battlefield easier. Don't get confused. You will be just like Arjun, and you will have plenty of people line up to hit you, insult you, bad talk you, drag you down. Every politician bad, every pundit bad, every man bad, every woman bad, everybody slack in their own way. Overcome that. Focus on yourself. When you have to face God, the pundit sin, the parents sin, everybody sin. That won't help you then. You think when you face Yamraj, well, I never went and do the full moon prayers, I used to be in the office working to pay the light bill, the water bill, the taxes. I was working hard to send the children. The question is, when they're doing the month-to-month Pinda offering, in the 8th month when they make the promise, I gave you karma to become a father, to make children. You had 3 children to raise, to input in the computer, until where you put in, that way you get out. You put the best windows, you're going to get efficient service. What did you put in? Well, I wasn't there, I was absent. I was feeding in a different way. The mother really raised them. True, that means you are derelict in your duty. You owe karma. You will have problem like the pundit. Maybe in your next life, I will not make you a parent. I use it myself. Me talking about you. You talk to yourself and see. See. Don't fool yourself tonight. God make me so. It had to have a reason. It come from something. KakaBhusundi, Mahadev Baba puts the strap on him. I, Keshava, probably didn't feed that child. Agreed? Following me? KakaBhusundi did not get up to respect his godfather. Shiva says, you're sitting there like a big fat snake. Become a snake. And who went and said the prayer? Namami Shamishana. The same pundit, the same guru, this child, no disrespect. How much time all it is bad talk, Pandit Ravi? The Pandit late, oh God, he always late. I seen it, not that don't mean it's true. Watch how Vashish Muni is the person who says, Purohit, Pandit, that is the worst work. Because you are a servant to people. My job is to go and do Gayatri Havan, get blessing, you see me do so, and then you bow by my foot and you take all the punyam, all the blessing, bless you, bless you, bless you, all is for you. So if the Pandit don't make time to do that Gayatri, starts to get bent, sickly, twisted. Different sicknesses coming to you. You come whereas you sit down and you do prayer where you earn, that's for you. So the Pandit now, you can't win. He finish the prayers fast, bad. Take too long, bad. When that same person has to come back and blow the breath, when you put the chandan here, Ganesh Baba sit here for the life. When you have birthday where you celebrate, Ganesh Baba, thank you for the breath of life. One day it will not be here. I acknowledge that. Pandit on the other hand, taking he breath, pep, 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 and he blowing for you and I to get blessing. But the same Pandit we bad talk, we're going to beg him, help me, you know the mantra. Me I know it. Guruji does the same thing. He says, Lord Shiva, after he said his stotra, Lord Shiva, forgive him. Bless him, bless him. The same snake he turned, make him into betterment. And from one janam for 1,000 birth, that KakaBhusundi goes, and he come back human. And even in human form, what are we stupid? Lomas Rishi. In Hinduism, in Christianity, there is something called the Equestrian Gospel, where Lomas Rishi teaches the teachings of Hinduism to Jesus. It is there. Lomas Rishi is the same person who teaches KakaBhusundi. And Kak, you know, it has some people as a teacher, they don't believe nothing you see. You know what you're saying? On the bell, it had Garud. Garud wanted to sit on the energy. Why we just ring the bell? The sound energy, the goddess. Garud wants to sit to help the ringing of the bell. You know what you're saying? That's a stupid answer. That's you had it Pandit to teach me. You are not the parent to teach me. You don't know about TikTok, mommy. Hush now, hush, hush, hush. You know about them nowadays thing. Hush, hush. You don't know. You don't know what I'm going through in my marriage. Shut your mouth. You don't know what it is to raise children. Grandparents today, all they raise 20 children. This child have one, and she know more than you. KakaBhusundi does the same thing. And he says, because you are only going to cack, and arguing, stupid. I as a guru trying to help you and you fighting it. Go and become a crew. Go and become crank, and make a whole set of noise. Because you're doing it now. He becomes the crew. And because of all that he remembers, he maintains the knowledge. He maintains the knowledge of Ram. Tonight, as I conclude in my last Doha, put your hands together. Say your prayers. In this Guru, KakaBhusundi, he teaches from what he knows. The sage is teaching the student what not to do and what to do. Dear God, tonight as we conclude our yag, or this portion of the yag, bless me to learn. Bless me to get diksha. Turat bhayo me khag. Let me learn from this crow. Let me learn from everything God make. Tab puni muni par sirunai. Bless my vision to see God's work no matter what form it take. Life could be hard. Life could be bad. Life could be testing. Give me the internal strength. Sumire Ram Raghuvansamani. Give me the mind to hold strain in the rough waves of life. Harisha chale kachuai Siyapati Ramachandra ji ki jai Sharanam. Umapati Mahadeva ki jai. We close on Doha 112b. If you don't know about your Ramayana, if you don't know what is Doha, Chaupai, Chand, Why don't you know about it? What is keeping you from knowing about it? What is keeping you from hearing KakaBhusundi and Garud talked in Ramayan? Inside of you, analyze. I may be the soldier, let's use the word Arjun. I may be the person that believe, I'm here in the temple, I reach the temple, you're better than many, I agree. I manage my time to be here, I agree. But do you have the knowledge to win the fight in your life? Do you have it that when I say I believe in that Hanuman, why do you believe? When somebody says I have prayers, you be smart. Let me put you on an inside track. Bring the flowers. The flowers is the key. You know why? It's sweet. How I give is so I get. Follow me. If the flowers have no nectar, not too nice. If it have a little something, Lord Hanuman, I in simple language, child or senior person, I am giving you this. Bless me karma with sweet times, healthy times, happy times. Internal happiness going over depression. I'm married for 50 years and I lost my spouse. I don't know how to live to see tomorrow. Help me to find happiness. Help me to find peace, if just peace. You alone know what I'm going through. Nobody who am married 50 years could appreciate the pain you have. That is like a man telling a pregnant lady, don't worry, you'll get through. I know where you're going through. My belly big. It big like yours. It gonna be the same journey. No. No. You understand what I'm telling you, though? Laugh, but remember the lesson. Prem Sabalo Mahapati Mahadeva ki Jai.
Dear brothers and sisters, tonight, none of us in this temple and who are sitting outside could ask for anything better than what we had here tonight, my dear sisters and brothers. And for 2 sessions alone for dear Vyasji, for the first time he touched the soil of our land, dear land of Guyana. For 2 sessions, it is not enough for all of us, my dear sisters and brothers. I have listened to many preachers, I have listened to many gurus, I have listened to many Vyasa, but this one here tonight, he did excellent, my dear sisters and brothers. The littlest child in this temple here could take home a message from our dear Vyasji. And many years when I listened to this katha of KakaBhusundi and Guruji, I didn't get the sweetness like tonight, my dear sisters and brothers. And I analyze tonight, I was sitting there and listen. You should never play that you know more than an elderly person. You should never play that you know more than the Guru. The Guru always teaches. We are Shishya. We are Chela. That is Guru. We should respect and listen at all time. And despite if we show Abhiman and all of that, Guru will have to turn back to pray for us, my dear sisters and brothers. Prem Sabolo Vyas Maharaj ki. So I have my final Havan. I don't know what the Master of Ceremony has in store for it.
Friends, all that was not Sankhya TV. It was not on YouTube. It was live, in person, sitting on the asana, the Vyasasana of Ogle, Sanatan, Dharma, Sabha. Give him another round of applause.
Everybody, put your hands together. Don't study me too much. Think about yourself and the Lord Shiva. Close your eyes. You're going to close now, don't worry. Tell him, dear God, by your grace, I got to be in the company of good people. And some of this I really didn't know. Thank you for teaching me. When troubles are coming in my life, you have to protect me. You have to equip me with the faith, with the strength and the fortitude to overcome those tests, whether in my marriage, in my home, in my body, in my pocket, in my house, wherever it is. Dear God, do not allow me to fail. I know you are right there, but sometimes we just, you know how we just forget, Lord, we just forget. Tomorrow is Shravan. Shravan is a fancy name for a month of Lord Shiva. Shravan is starting tomorrow as we are concluding our Yagna. Tomorrow is Friday, the day of the goddess. Tomorrow we are going to hear a wonderful, troublesome katha about why Ram and Sita has to separate. We will listen to Valmiki Ramayan, O Shiva. If a person has the karam to reach here, clear their way, clear their traffic, clear their health so that they can be here to listen to that secretive discourse. It is not read in every place why Sita could not be together with Ram after fighting for so long. They separate. Dear God, I'm a Hindu and I don't know my Ramayana. Help me to learn. Dear Lord, tomorrow night, it have a little way to get blessing. Bless the person who remember this secret. Bring a flower for your Shiva tomorrow. Pandit is a go sign. I'll explain that tomorrow night. If you have lotus seeds, I would like some lotus seeds, please. If you have flowers, I'll take 1 flower, please. I'm not asking you to fast. I'm not asking for anything. A flowers or flower seeds. As part and parcel of our Shravan prayers, we are going to do that tomorrow night. Dear God, give us the strength to do it. Together, everybody. Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva. Everybody. Chasika Tvameva Vidya Tvameva Sarvam. Let's go again. Tvameva Sarvam. Together. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. With all the love you have, Prem Samalo Mahapati Mahadeva ki, Pavana Putra Hanuman ki, Shri Adi Shakti Mata ki, Syabhar Ramachandra ki, Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki, Satya Sanatan Dharma ki, Jai. Jai Jai Sitaram. Sitaram everybody.
Sitaram, everybody. And as we get set to listen to tonight's discourse, before we go, I just go into the yagya. I want to invite each and every person for Bhagavad 2025 at the Sri Krishna Seva Ashram. You are all invited. Whether you would like to help us cook, get involved in making mala, bring your children so that we can teach them, or maybe you would like to sit for prayer. Once you follow the rules of fasting and preparing yourself that we all know and we've come to practice when we have prayer, the door is open for you to come and take part. Please give me a call. You have my number on the screen. When the yagya starts, use it. Call me for more information. The dates on the invitation, again, from the 3rd to the 10th of August. I am cordially inviting you and your family. Come sit in the audience. Come sit for prayer. Do what you would like. Get involved in some way. And it begins with a phone call. It begins with reaching out, calling me, texting me, and we'll do it together. See you soon. I hope you enjoy your satsang. Have fun, everybody. Sitaram.